The door creaked open, a sound that shouldn't have been there in the dead of night. I lay still, my heart hammering against my ribs, but my mind was strangely calm. Standing there, framed by the pale moonlight, was my brother. My first thought wasn't hello or why are you here? It was a whisper in the back of my brain. Did he die already? He didn't look like a ghost, not in the way the movies show them. He looked solid, real, but there was an urgency in his eyes that didn't belong to the living. Ava here, and tonight I'm taking you on a journey through the eyes of Yahshao, a journey that blurs the lines between life, death, and the vast, mysterious layers of reality. Yahshao knows something most of us only guess at. He knows he has the power of God within him. Not in an arrogant way, but as a fundamental truth of his existence. He sees himself as a visitor on this earth, a king and a judge existing on a timeline that stretches far beyond our three-dimensional understanding. Imagine walking through life as a guest, needing nothing. But let's go back to that night. My brother stepped into the room and said, "I need you to go with me." It's my court day. We didn't argue, we just started walking. As we walked, the world shifted. We weren't in our neighborhood anymore. The air grew colder, the architecture more imposing. We were in Russia, standing before a massive courthouse. The silence between us was heavy, but it wasn't empty. It was full of the things we didn't need to say. On the way, I saw my uncle and his wife standing there like sentinels. I stopped to talk to them, watching as my brother continued toward that gray stone building. I watched my uncle and his wife follow him in. It felt like a ceremony I wasn't yet part of. 2 months later, the phone rang. My uncle had passed away. It wasn't a shock to me. I had already seen him at the courthouse in Russia. I had already said my goodbyes in the dream space. Have you ever had a dream that felt more real than the bed you were lying on? Yahshao calls these true dreams. They aren't just firing neurons, they are windows into what's coming. But the courthouse was just the beginning. Yahshao talks about leaving his body, stepping out of the physical shell and wandering the streets. Have you ever wondered what that feels like? When you're out of your body, you don't have a form. You are pure mind. You are everywhere and nowhere at once. You can see the people on the street, but it's different. The people you see, they don't look at you. They don't speak. It's as if they are walking through their lives without any consciousness at all, like bodies on autopilot. It's a lonely place, that side of existence, super quiet, no family, no life as we know it, just the mind observing the shells of the living. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? How many people are we passing every day who are just walking bodies? Are they even there? Or is the true self somewhere else entirely, dreaming another layer of reality? Yahshao describes reality as having multiple layers. It's a dream within a dream. Sometimes you wake up, but you're still dreaming. You think you found the truth, but it's just another curtain. Death, in this view, is definitely not the end. It's more like a transition, a change of clothes. And Yahshao has seen the dressing room. He's seen the reincarnation process itself. He tells a story about his brother's return. In his dream, he saw millions of people, and here's the strange part. They all looked exactly like his brother, a sea of identical faces. Yet, he knew, in that crowd of millions, he could pick out his brother instantly. It's the soul that gives the identity, not the face. They were all standing around a black hole. Usually, we think of that as destruction, but in this vision, it was a door. One by one, those souls were jumping into the void. That was the doorway back to Earth. Later, he saw his brother again. This time, he was young, tall, with long yellow hair. He was walking straight ahead, focused on a destination Yahshao couldn't see. He called out to him, "Hey brother, is that you?" The figure stopped, turned, and just smiled. He didn't say a word, but the smile was enough. It was the confirmation of the soul. And then there's the story of his mother. This one is particularly haunting. Before she reincarnated, he saw her standing at a bus station. She was young again, tall and beautiful. She was wearing a long flowing white dress and holding suitcases. It's such a mundane image for such a cosmic event, isn't it? A bus station for the journey between lives. She told him, "It's time for me to go." She got on the bus and it drove away, but the dream didn't stop there. He saw where that bus was going. He saw her future. In this vision, his mother reincarnated into the Tao family, the year 2900. Nearly 900 years from now, she had a daughter, about 10 years old. Yahshao felt a deep sadness seeing her there on the other side of life, with a new family, a new child. It's a bittersweet realization that love continues, but the roles change. The people we love today might be strangers in the next cycle, or they might be our children or our neighbors in a century we will never see with our current eyes. It makes you think about the energy we carry. Yahshao is very clear about this. Energy is everything. If your energy is low, or if you harbor dark energy, you become a magnet. He warns that when your vibration is low, you start to see things, ghosts at night, spirits that feed on that negativity, and he has a specific warning about the full moon. Stay inside when the moon is full, he says, if your energy isn't right. You don't want to attract evil spirits that are drawn to that lunar light and your own internal shadows. It sounds like folklore, doesn't it? But when you consider the layers of reality he's seen, the warning feels more like a survival guide for the soul. Don't create negative energy. Negative energy is like a beacon in that quiet, lonely world of the out-of-body state. It's what keeps you trapped in the lower layers, unable to see the bus station or the black hole door. So, how do we process all this? The Russian courthouses, the long-haired brothers, the bus to the year 2900. It's a lot to take in, honestly. It challenges everything we're taught. But maybe that's the point. Maybe we are just visitors. Maybe the reason life feels so heavy sometimes is because we've forgotten that we're just passing through. If you knew you were a king and a judge on a cosmic timeline, would you worry about your bank account? Or would you focus on the energy you're leaving behind in the room? Yahshao's journey suggests that the true dream is actually our life right now, and the moments we think are dreams are actually us waking up for a second. I mean, think about the bus station. It's such a perfect metaphor. We arrive with our suitcases, our memories, our karma, and we wait for the next departure. Some go to 2900, some elsewhere. And the people we see on the street, the ones who don't look at us, maybe they aren't unconscious because they're NPCs in a game. Maybe they're just elsewhere in their own layers. Maybe their minds are currently walking through a courthouse in another country or standing by a black hole, deciding when to jump back into the fray. It's a perspective that demands a certain kind of kindness. If everyone is on this massive, multi-lifetime journey, then every interaction is a meeting of two ancient travelers. Yahshao tells us to stay away from negative energy, and it makes sense. Why would you want to stain your soul with bitterness when you have a bus to catch to the future? Let's dive deeper into that out-of-body experience. He says when you're out, everything is you. That's a profound shift from our daily me versus the world mentality. If everything is you, then the street is you, the silence is you, the very air is you. There's no separation. The separation is the illusion we maintain to survive the day. But that silence, he calls it super quiet. That's the part that sticks with me. We spend our lives trying to avoid silence. We have music, podcasts, work, chatter. But in the true state of the mind, there's just the void. And it's not scary unless you have that dark energy he mentioned. If you're at peace, the quiet is just home. Wait, let's think about the courthouse again. Why Russia? Why a courthouse? Perhaps the mind uses symbols we understand to explain concepts that are too big for us. A courthouse is where things are settled, where the truth is laid bare. Maybe that court day his brother mentioned was the final review of a life lived, and Yahshao, being a judge on this timeline, was there to witness it, not to punish, but to see. To be the witness that every soul needs before it moves on. It's a heavy burden, being a witness. To see the death of an uncle before it happens, to see the reincarnation of a mother into a distant future. It requires a lot of strength. That's probably why he says he has the power of God in him. Not as a weapon, but as a container. You need a big container to hold the knowledge of 2900 and the present at once. I keep coming back to the millions of people who look just like my brother. That's such a vivid, surreal image. It's like a hall of mirrors at the edge of the universe. It suggests that we aren't as unique in our physical forms as we think. We are part of a soul group, a collective, but the knowing, that's the key. He knew which one was his. That connection transcends the physical. It doesn't matter if there are a million identical bodies. The heart knows its own. That's a beautiful thought, isn't it? Love is the GPS. So, when we look at the full moon tonight, or any night, maybe we should take Yahshao's advice. Not just to hide from evil spirits, but to check in with our own light. What kind of energy are we putting out? Are we building something that will help us when we're standing at that bus station with our white dresses and suitcases? Because according to these visions, we're all going to be there eventually. We're all going to walk to that courthouse. We're all going to stand at the edge of that black hole. The question is, will we be ready to jump? Will we be ready to see our loved ones smile and walk away into their next adventure, knowing we'll see them again in 2900? It's a lot to ponder. Yahshao's words are a reminder that there is so much more going on beneath the surface of our normal lives. We are visitors. We are kings, we are judges, and most importantly, we are the creators of our own energy. So let's make it good. Let's make it bright enough to light up even the loneliest street in the astral plane. Now, I want to talk about the visitor aspect a bit more. Yahshao says, I have no need of things on my journey, just to be here, be visitor. That is a radical way to live in a world that tells us to accumulate, to buy, to own, to define ourselves by our possessions. He says, no, I'm just visiting. I don't need to own the hotel room to enjoy the stay. Imagine the freedom in that. If you don't need things, you can't be controlled by them. You can't be afraid of losing them. Your power comes from within, not from your closet. This God power he mentions, it sounds like it's tied directly to this lack of attachment. When you let go of the stuff of the world, you make room for the divine. But being a king and a judge at the same time, that implies a responsibility. A king protects and a judge discerns. He's not just sitting back, he's actively observing. He says, everywhere at any time is my witness of around me. He's always watching, always learning, always judging the quality of the energy around him. It's a state of hyper-awareness. Most of us go through life in a daze, reacting to things, but Yahshao is acting as a witness. He's documenting the soul's progress, and that brings us to the layers. If you're a witness, you start to see where one layer ends and another begins. You see the dream awake, but still in the dream. Have you ever had that? A moment of clarity where you realize, oh, this is just a role I'm playing. You're at work or in an argument, and suddenly you're watching yourself from the ceiling. That's a peek into the layers. That's the mind stepping out of the body for a brief second. Yahshao just happens to be able to do it at will, to walk the streets in that state. Let's talk about the no-conscious people he sees. That's a chilling thought, right? That some people are just empty, but maybe they aren't empty. Maybe they're just elsewhere. Maybe they're so deep in a different layer of the dream that their physical shell is just a placeholder, like a car idling in a driveway while the driver is inside the house. It changes how you look at a crowd, doesn't it? You start wondering where everyone is, not where they are standing, but where their mind is currently wandering. Are they in 2900? Are they in Russia? Are they jumping into a black hole? The physical world is just the lobby. The real action is happening in the back rooms of the soul. Yahshao's experience with his brother, the yellow hair, the silence, the smile, it's so specific. It's not a generic heaven vision. It's a transition. And the mother at the bus station, she is young, tall, and very pretty. It's interesting how age seems to fall away in these transitions. We return to our prime, our essence. The suitcase she was holding, what do you think was in it? I like to think it wasn't clothes, but the lessons she learned, the love she gave, the things she wanted to take to 2900. And the Tao family, a specific name, a specific time. It's so grounded, it makes the reincarnation feel less like a philosophical concept and more like a travel itinerary. But there's a sadness there too. Yahshao says it was sad to see my mom in other side of life with her daughter. That's the human part, the part that misses the mom role. Even with the power of God and the perspective of a king, the heart still feels the sting of change. We want things to stay the same, but the bus always leaves. The lesson here seems to be about acceptance. Accepting that the bus will come, that the courthouse is waiting, and that our loved ones have their own journeys to complete. And while we wait for our own bus, we have to manage our energy. This is the practical advice Yahshao leaves us with. Don't create any negative energy. It sounds simple, but it's the work of a lifetime. Every time we choose kindness over anger or peace over drama, we're cleaning our suitcases for that future bus ride. We're making sure that when we step out of our bodies, we don't find a lonely, quiet street, but a path filled with light. We're making sure we don't attract those evil spirits. I mean, think about the full moon. It's a time of high energy. If you're already full of dark thoughts, the moon just amplifies them. It's like a spotlight on your shadows. So stay inside, not just inside your house, but inside your center. Protect your peace. Don't let the external world's chaos pull you into a lower layer of the dream. Yahshao's story is a gift, really. a reminder that we are more than what we see in the mirror. We are travelers, visitors, and eternal beings with a lot of miles ahead of us. I think about that black hole often now. Millions of souls jumping in. It's not an end, it's a leap of faith. It's the soul saying, I'm ready to try again. I'm ready for the next layer. And maybe, just maybe, someone like Yahshao is standing there watching us, being our witness, and smiling because he knows exactly where we're going. He knows that death is not the end. He's seen the bus schedule, he's seen the year 2900, and he knows that the power of God is in all of us, waiting to be recognized. So as we go about our day, let's try to be visitors. Let's try to need less and see more. Let's try to be the kind of people who don't just walk like bodies with no consciousness. Let's wake up inside the dream. Let's look at the person next to us and realize they might be our brother from a million identical faces or our mother from a future century. And when the night comes and the moon is full, let's keep our energy high. Let's be the light that the darkness can't touch, because we have a journey to continue. Yahshao's name, his vision, his truth. It's a call to remember that we are kings and judges of our own experience. We are the masters of our own timeline. I want to circle back to the true dream concept. He says, did you have a dream awake, but it's still in the dream? This is such a powerful way to describe our reality. Think about the times you felt awake, truly awake. Maybe it was a moment of intense beauty or a moment of deep grief. In those moments, the veil thin, you see the layers, you see that the real world is just one version of the story, and then usually we fall back asleep. We go back to worrying about our things. But Yahshao is telling us to stay awake, to stay in that place where everything is you. It's not a lonely place if you realize that everything includes the divine. The courthouse in Russia, the bus station, the black hole, they are all stops on a very long road, and we are all on it together, even if we feel like we're walking alone. It's a lonely side, yes, but it's also the side where the truth lives. It's where we find out who we really are when the body is gone and the world is quiet. I hope you take this story with you tonight. I hope it makes you look at your dreams a little differently. Maybe keep a notebook by your bed. Who knows what you'll see? Maybe you'll see a family member at a bus station. Maybe you'll see yourself in the year 2900. Don't be afraid. It's just the next layer. It's just the journey continuing. And remember, as Yahshao says, this is all for entertainment purposes. But sometimes the best entertainment is the truth that we've been hiding from ourselves. The truth that you are powerful. The truth that death is a door. The truth that you are a visitor on a mission to learn, to witness, and to love. So keep your energy high, keep your heart open, and don't forget to pack your suitcase with the things that really matter. The bus is coming, and it's a beautiful ride. Let me think about that courthouse one more time. Russia. It feels so grounded, doesn't it? Not a pearly gates scenario, but a real place on earth, used for a cosmic purpose. It suggests that the spiritual world isn't up there somewhere. It's right here. It's layered over our physical world like a transparency over a map. You don't have to go to the clouds to find the courthouse. You just have to shift your perspective. You just have to step out of your body and walk the streets in the quiet. And the people you see, those bodies with no conscious, let's be kind to them. Maybe they're just having a really long, deep dream. Maybe they're just resting. We've all been there, right? Walking through a day without really being there. Let's try to be the ones who are present. Let's be the ones who look and talk and see. Let's be the ones who notice the long-haired brother and call out his name. Hey brother, is that you? Even if he only smiles and walks away, the connection is made. The connection is what matters. In a universe of millions of identical faces, the connection is the only thing that's real. It's the only thing that survives the black hole. I'm Ava, and it's been a privilege to share Yahshao's vision with you. It's a lot to carry, but I think we're all strong enough to hold it. We have that power in us after all. So as you go back to your dream awake, remember to be a good visitor. Take only memories, leave only light. And watch out for that bus to 2900. I hear it's a great year. Wait, before I go, one last thought on the black hole. Science tells us nothing escapes a black hole. But Yahshao says it's the door for the soul to come back. I love that inversion. What looks like an end to our physical eyes is actually a beginning for the soul. It's the ultimate reset button, the ultimate try again. So don't fear the voids in your life. Don't fear the quiet or the endings. They are just doorways. They are just the path back to the earth or to the next layer of the dream. Keep your energy clean, stay positive, and I'll see you in the next layer. Or maybe I'll see you at the bus station. I'll be the one with the podcast mic, still telling stories. Actually, let's talk about that dark energy one more time. It's not just about being bad, it's about being heavy. Grief, anger, regret, they all weigh us down. They make it hard to jump into the black hole. They make it hard to get on the bus. That's why Yahshao is so insistent. It's not a moral judgment, it's a physics problem. To travel between layers, you have to be light, you have to be mind. And the mind can't fly if it's anchored to negative energy. It's like trying to fly a balloon tied to a rock. So let go of the rock. Whatever it is, whatever negative energy you're holding on to, let it go. Be a visitor. Visitors don't carry heavy furniture with them. They travel light. They carry only what they need. And what do we need? We need love, we need awareness, and we need to know that we are never truly alone. Even in that super quiet side, we are part of the everything that is us. We are part of the millions of brothers and the mothers in white dresses. Okay, so here's the deal. Tonight, when you close your eyes, don't just go to sleep. Set an intention. Ask to see a layer you haven't seen before. Ask to visit the courthouse or the bus station, or just to walk the streets of your own mind. See what's there. See who's waiting for you with a smile. And if you see someone who looks like they're walking without a conscience, send them a little light. Maybe it'll help them wake up in their own dream. That's the power we have, the power of God in us, to wake ourselves up and to help others do the same. It's a big job, but hey, we're kings and judges, right? We can handle it. We've been doing it for lifetimes, and we'll keep doing it until the year 2900 and beyond. It's just what visitors do. We explore. We experience. We move on. I'm thinking about the mother's daughter in the dream, 10 years old, in the year 2900. It's such a specific detail. Why 10? Why that year? Maybe it's to show us that life always finds a way to blossom. Even after we leave this layer, we start fresh. We grow, we become someone's child again. The cycle is beautiful, even if it's sad to watch from the outside. It's the ultimate proof that death is just a change of scenery, a new family, a new name, a new long dress. So don't be afraid of the suitcases, don't be afraid of the bus. It's all part of the grand tour. And Yahshao is our guide, showing us the map before we even start the trip. I'll leave you with this: don't create any negative energy. It's the simplest and hardest advice you'll ever get, but it's the key to everything, to every layer, to every dream. Thanks for listening to this tale of the layers of reality. It's been quite a ride, hasn't it? From Russia to 2900 to the black hole at the center of it all. Stay light, stay aware, and most of all, stay awake in your own dream. You never know who might be watching, being your witness, and cheering you on from the quiet side. This is Ava, signing off. Sleep well, or rather dream well. The bus is waiting, but there's no rush. You've got all the time in the world, and then some. Wait, I just realized something. Yahshao says, did you have a dream awake, but it's still in the dream? Maybe this podcast is part of that for you. Maybe you're hearing this in a layer. Maybe this is your mind reminding itself of what it already knows, that you are more than a body, that you are a traveler, that you are divine. Something to think about. Anyway, it's been a journey, a long, strange, beautiful journey through the mind of Yahshao. I hope it sparked something in yours. A little light to carry through the night. Good night, travelers, or good morning, depending on which layer you're in. See you at the next bus stop. I'll be the one with the suitcase full of stories. Actually, let's talk about the Tao family one last time. It's a name from a vision, a future name. It makes the future feel so real. Not a sci-fi movie, but a family, a daughter, a home, a life in the year 2900. It's a reminder that no matter how much the world changes, the things that matter, family, love, connection, they stay the same. They are the constants in the layers. They are the reason we keep jumping into the black hole. They are the reason we keep getting on the bus, for the chance to love again. And that's a beautiful reason, isn't it? To keep the cycle going. To keep the dreams alive. To keep being visitors on this incredible, mysterious journey called life. So one more time, with feeling, stay positive, create light, be a witness. And remember, you've got the power of God in you. Use it well. Use it to wake up. I'm really going now, but the story doesn't end here. It never does. It just shifts to a new layer. I'll see you there. Take care of your energy and take care of each other. The quiet side is only lonely if you forget that everything is you. But if you remember, then you're never alone. You're the whole universe, just taking a walk. What a thought to end on. You are the universe taking a walk. In Russia, In 2900 in your own bedroom. Enjoy the walk, visitor. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience every time. Okay, that's it for real. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. And thanks for being part of the dream. Let's make it a good one, shall we? Okay, bye for now.